Have you ever imagined girls in a predominantly Islamic country wearing miniskirts, dancing in nightclubs until dawn, and leading teams of dozens in a company? At weddings, giant cauldrons cook fragrant plov, and bread is regarded as sacred and inviolable, while people's smiles are especially dazzling thanks to their gleaming golden teeth. Uzbekistan, a double landlocked country in the heart of Asia, is like a gem not yet fully discovered, hiding countless astonishing stories and cultural wonders. Get your curiosity ready, and let's uncover 20 little-known facts about Uzbekistan together, taking you into the vibrant world of this mysterious land. When you reach fact number 19, why not ask yourself, could Uzbekistan be your next must-visit destination? A geographical marvel. A double landlocked country. Uzbekistan is one of only two double landlocked countries in the world. The other is Liechtenstein in Europe. This means that not only does Uzbekistan lack a coastline, but all of its neighboring countries Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Afghanistan are also landlocked. With a land area of about 447,000 square kilometers, it is slightly smaller than the U.S. state of California and has a population of over 36 million. As of 2025, more than 80% of the population are Uzbeks. This unique location has made Uzbekistan the geographical and cultural hub of Central Asia, carrying the millennia-old history of the Silk Road. From the clatter of ancient caravans to today's modern trade centers, Uzbekistan has always served as a bridge connecting East and West, with a long-standing tradition of literacy and education. Uzbekistan boasts a literacy rate as high as 99.9%, rivaling that of the most developed countries. This achievement stems from the free education system established during the Soviet era, which has continued to this day, ensuring that every child has access to quality education. Whether in the modern campuses of Tashkent or the humble classrooms of remote villages, the flame of knowledge has never been extinguished. Education in Uzbekistan not only focuses on academics, but also emphasizes cultural heritage. From a young age, students learn Uzbek, Russian, and traditional arts. In recent years, English education has also been on the rise among young people, injecting new vitality into the era of globalization. The dual melody of languages. Uzbek is the official language belonging to the Turkic language family, with a melodious tone and a strong sense of rhythm. In major cities like Tashkent and Samarkand, Russian is also widely used, especially in business, government, and education. English is gradually becoming popular among young people, but its prevalence is still limited. Learning a few simple Uzbek phrases, such as "Hello" or "How are you?" can not only make your journey smoother, but also earn you a warm response from the locals. Here, language is not just a tool for communication, but also a symbol of cultural integration. Soul, extreme climate and sweet fruits. Uzbekistan's climate is extreme and variable, with summer temperatures soaring up to 45 degrees Celsius in intense heat waves, while in winter, it can suddenly drop to negative 20 degrees Celsius. The cold wind can be biting, yet for more than 165 days a year, the sun shines brightly and the azure sky is mesmerizing. However, this extreme climate has given rise to the world's sweetest Tommy melons, especially in the Fergana Valley, where the fruits are as sweet as honey and have a delicate texture, attracting countless visitors to stop and taste them. Not only that, but pomegranates, grapes, and figs also thrive in Uzbekistan's orchards, becoming treasured delicacies on the dining table. Fifth, the modern awakening of women's power. Many people mistakenly believe that Uzbekistan is a conservative Islamic country, where women's lives are restricted, their clothing is tightly regulated, and they wear long robes in accordance with traditional norms. However, the reality completely overturns this stereotype. On the streets of Tashkent, young women confidently weave through the crowds, dressed in jeans, t-shirts, or short skirts. They run businesses, teach at universities, work in the media, and even lead teams of men. According to 2025 data, women make up 7.5% of the Uzbek parliament, ranking among the top 3 in former Soviet countries, second only to Belarus and Latvia. Traditional etiquette still exists. For example, men give up their seats or open doors for women, but this is more out of respect than gender discrimination. The confidence and vitality of Uzbek women are reshaping the gender landscape of Central Asia. 6. The romance and challenges of cross-border marriages. As globalization deepens, Uzbek women are becoming increasingly open, and cross-border relationships and marriages are gradually on the rise. The dating process is usually relaxed and free, but marriage procedures can become complicated due to visa issues, cultural differences, and legal requirements. For example, foreigners marrying Uzbeks need to submit multiple documents and register their marriage locally. Cross-border marriages are not only a union of love, but also a clash of cultures, filled with both romance and challenges. Want to know more details about cross-border marriages? Please leave the number 2 in the comments, and we will give you a detailed explanation. Now, let's talk about the dreams and challenges of self-made life in Karakalpakstan. Karakalpakstan is an autonomous republic within Uzbekistan, covering nearly 40% of the country's territory, and with a population of about 2 million. Here, you'll find a unique Turkic language, brightly colored embroidered clothing, and traditional round yurts called yard. The Savitsky Art Museum in the capital, Nukus, houses over 100,000 avant-garde artworks and is known as the hidden Louvre of Central Asia. However, scarce resources and underdeveloped industry have led many young people to leave the region. In 2022, the central government's cancellation of its right to hold an independence referendum sparked protests, igniting the Karakalpak people's desire for greater autonomy. What do you think the future holds for this land? Is the dream of self-governance for Karakalpakstan worth supporting? Leave the number 3 in the comments to share your thoughts. Plov, the legendary national dish. Plov is the soul food of Uzbekistan, made by stir-frying lamb, carrots, onions, and rice, with additions like chickpeas, raisins, or quail eggs for a rich and layered taste. There are over 60 different ways to make plov across the country. From the refreshing version in Tashkent to the rich and hearty style in Bukhara, each has its own unique character. At weddings, giant cauldrons with diameters up to 1.5 meters are used to cook plov, enough to serve thousands of guests. In 2016, Uzbekistan set a Guinness World Record by cooking a 7.3-ton plov, which was stir-fried using a crania, truly spectacular sight. Plov is not just a delicacy, but also a symbol of community unity. 9. The sacred bread culture. Uzbek bread, known as naan, is regarded as a gift from heaven and must never be placed upside down or on the ground, as this would be considered disrespectful to God. Breads from different regions come in various shapes. Some resemble the sun, while others are stamped with geometric patterns, making them edible works of art. In Samarkand, bread is often used as a wedding decoration, symbolizing happiness and abundance. The bread culture also extends to social occasions, where the host breaks the bread and shares it with guests as a gesture of welcome and sharing. 10. Unique fermented dairy drink. Kortab. Kortab is a type of fermented mare's milk that is milky white, with a slightly sour taste and a hint of alcohol, and a smooth texture. For Western visitors, this is a culinary adventure that challenges traditional dietary notions. Kurtab is not just a beverage, it is also often used in cooking, or as a medicinal remedy, and is deeply loved by herders. 11. Year-round festive celebrations. Uzbekistan's festivals are lively and exuberant, taking place throughout the entire year. Every year on the 21st of March, the Navruz festival marks the Persian New Year, with the whole country immersed in folk dances and, according to Google Plug and Tian Maizhou, a summer-like festive atmosphere. Bukhara's Silk and Spices Festival revives the glory of the Silk Road. The Melon Festival in Karakalpakstan showcases melons as sweet as honey, while Samarkand's cultural festival attracts artists from around the world to perform traditional music and dance. In October, the Tashkent International Film Festival lights up Soviet-style cinemas, showcasing the charm of art films. 12. Tashkent's nightlife revelry. Tashkent's nights are full of energy, overturning people's stereotypes about Central Asia. During the day, the streets are tranquil, but after nightfall, they transform into bustling avenues. White Chevrolet cars stream by endlessly, Rooftop bars overlook the television tower, and beer halls echo with Eastern European music. In nightclubs, DJs blend Central Asian melodies with deep house, keeping the party going until 3 or 4 in the morning. Women, dressed fashionably and confidently, enjoy cocktails or dancing. The performances of street bands and the aroma of barbecue stalls make the night as romantic as Paris. Do you think Tashkent falls asleep at 10 o'clock at night? Why not circle around to Amir Timur Square late at night and experience the revelry under the stars? 13. The symphony of traditional and modern architecture. In rural areas, domed yurts in the yard are still the ideal summer dwelling, school, practical, and carrying the memories of nomadic culture. In cities like Tashkent and Samarkand, low-rise earthquake-resistant buildings dominate to minimize earthquake risks. The mansions in wealthy districts resemble Central Asian fairy tales, with gilded gates, fountains, and granite walls exuding luxury. Uzbek architecture blends traditional Islamic elements with modern functionality, creating a unique urban landscape. 14. A safe travel paradise. Uzbekistan is one of the safest countries in Central Asia. Serious crimes are rare, so tourists can explore with peace of mind. However, it's important to watch your belongings in markets or on public transport. It is recommended to use official taxis or ride-hailing cars and to carry a copy of your passport for inspection. Local police are friendly to tourists, but following the rules will make your trip smoother. 15. Low cost of living. The cost of living in Uzbekistan is extremely low, ranking among the lowest in the world. A local meal costs only $3 to $5, while a high-end Western meal is about $10 to $15, and a cappuccino is just $1.5. A one-bedroom apartment in downtown Tashkent rents for about $250 to $400 per month, and as low as $150 in the suburbs. High-speed internet is only $10 per month. A public transportation ticket costs $0.15, and gasoline is about $2 per gallon. The low cost has attracted digital nomads and retirees. Would you consider moving here? Type 1 in the comments if you're interested, or 0 if you're not considering it. 16. Simplified visas and language. Uzbek and Russian are the main languages, while English is gradually becoming more common among young people. The electronic visa system allows travelers from many countries, such as Vietnam, to easily apply for a 30-day visa, with approval taking only 3 working days. It is recommended to visit the official Uzbekistan visa website and prepare the required documents to ensure a worry-free trip. 17. The charm of rope walking art. Darvis. Darvis is a traditional Uzbek rope walking performance, often seen during the Navruz festival, Independence Day, or at summer markets. Artists dressed in embroidered costumes perform 50 meters above the ground, dancing gracefully to the sound of drums. This century-old tradition is not only a form of entertainment, but also symbolizes courage and remembrance. Would you dare to watch this aerial spectacle from start to finish? 18. The complex reality of polygamy. Although the law strictly prohibits polygamy in Uzbekistan, where 90% of the population practices Islam, the phenomenon of a second wife in traditional weddings still exists. These marriages have no legal standing, and women face economic and social pressures, especially in rural areas. What is your view on this phenomenon? Feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. 19. Gold teeth as a symbol of wealth. Uzbekistan is home to the world's second-largest open-pit gold mine. Gold is not only an economic pillar, but also integrated into daily life. Gold teeth are popular among rural women, symbolizing wealth and status. Dental clinics offer personalized gold tooth designs, and can even engrave patterns. Gold teeth can also serve as portable savings that can be cashed in when needed. Would you try flashing a mouthful of sparkling gold teeth? At this moment, do you feel that Uzbekistan could be your next travel destination? Leave the number 9 in the comments to get more information on visas and travel. Chevrolet's automotive kingdom. Chevrolet occupies 94% of Uzbekistan's car market, with affordable prices ranging from $7,000 to $14,000, thanks to a joint production venture between General Motors and the government. High import tariffs make other brands like Toyota or Volkswagen much more expensive, so Chevrolet has become the nation's top choice. The streets are like a sea of white Chevrolets. Uzbekistan, the shining jewel of Central Asia, captivates every explorer with its unique culture, cuisine, and history. From the vibrant nightlife of Tashkent to the Silk Road relics of Samarkand, from the sweetness of Hami melons to the golden, radiant smiles, every detail here tells the story of a perfect blend between tradition and modernity. Writing this article made me feel as if I were standing in the ancient bazaars of Bukhara, surrounded by the aroma of pilaf and the melodies of street musicians. Uzbekistan is not just a travel destination, it is a crossroads of culture and humanity, waiting for you to explore it in person. Whether you are a food lover, a history buff, or an adventurer, this land will leave you with unforgettable memories. Leave a comment and tell us which aspect of Uzbekistan you most want to experience.